What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For another nice spring day here today. It's starting to get warm, which I'm sure most of you guys aren't in Alaska, but it's probably like 55 right now and that sun's sunning. But anyways, we got another Corvette video, but I kind of lied. I gave you guys debatably a hint on the next mod, and that got, I'm gonna say, lost in shipping. Basically, it went from Indianapolis, took 9 days to get back to Indianapolis, never showed up. I don't know if it got on the wrong truck or they brought it here and then just didn't unload it, or how that worked. But either way, we got something else which isn't gonna be, it's gonna be a change, mostly for me though as the driver. Got speed engineering axle backs. So this car right now, the exhaust ends like right there pretty much, and it sucks to drive because all the noise points at the ground in the back and it just like percusses, and it's freaking loud. So we got an axle back which will put it out of the back, so the car's still gonna be pretty freaking loud. This does technically have resonators, but I don't think they're really gonna do much for it. However, me as a driver, the exhaust will now be exiting the rear of the car, so that should be nice. Also, so this is how it is to build a car in Alaska. I ordered these, so one, I just got tired of the exhaust noise. I have mufflers in Seattle. I just don't see being able to get them soon. So I was just gonna go buy stock mufflers off eBay, right? And I was just over it, and I was like, whatever. So I just looked up, you know, axle back, mufflers, whatever. And the speed engineering stuff popped up. This is only 300 bucks, right? I was like, oh, might as well just buy new. Like I said, I mean, these will give me more room to work on the car in the rear end, blah, blah, blah. So I click it, and it's like, it'll be here Monday. This was like 2 weeks ago. It'll be here Monday, and it's $15 in shipping. And I was like, yo, 315 bucks for an axle back? Because if you ever look for the C6s, everything else is like 2 grand or more, right? So it's actually a pretty big resonator. Maybe it won't be terrible. Either way, I was like, 315 shipped? Hell yeah. And I told my friends about it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Look at this. And I was like, but with my luck, they'll probably email me back and be like, oh, actually, it'll be 150 bucks to ship it to Alaska. That's exactly what happened. They emailed me the next day, said, oh, sorry, we can't do that. Our shipping doesn't cover it. It'd be another 150. Do you still want to buy these? And I was like, you son of a bitch. So either way, I guess technically I'm like 500 bucks into an axle back, which versus 2 grand isn't bad. These are staggered. Curious if they're supposed to be staggered with the long one on the inside. Something like that. But either way, so yeah. I mean, they're sick. Like I said, I got what I needed. I would have rather spent 300 than 500, but it is what it is. Yeah, here's just the rest of the piping to go up around the trans. Bunch of exhaust clamps. I might have to end up chopping part of the other exhaust because when it was all welded up, it was a bunch of random fuckery, I guess. So we'll see if the slip joint even works, or if I gotta cut it down and make it work. But also, I may or may not be installing these right now on the ground. If I am, I'll show you guys. But I might end up going and using a lift real quick. So if I do that, I'm probably not going to record because, I don't know, it's just kind of awkward with people around. I haven't vlogged long enough to really do all that and I guess be good at it. So yeah, that's the next step. Exhaust. Finally make this thing reasonable to drive again, which is going to be sick. I guess, I mean, it doesn't look bad without the exhaust tips, that's for sure. But I mean, having the exhaust tips will be cool. maybe it'll even quiet down just a little bit. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get these things thrown on. So this exhaust did not fit very well. Now, it probably fits great with the same company's X-pipe, but with what I had, it did not. So I got it on. I know it's not very good right now. Hold on. I got it on. It's good. It's pretty straight. It's pretty even. And you guys can't even really see that right now. It's 1 in the morning, so we're just not getting dark anymore. But anyways, I put it on and it was really bad and they were really sideways. I have 2 resonators, quad tips, and I managed to finesse to get them on. So this is my next thing. I'm gonna zip tie them to the trans to kind of help pull the exhaust up. Like, it's tight and it's on stock springs, but I think it'll do a little better if I pull it up. It was rubbing on the axle right there earlier, which it already looks pretty close. So that's another reason I'm gonna pull it up a little bit higher, and hopefully that helps some. I think this side's gonna end up falling. The clamp doesn't clamp very hard up here, but anyways, so that's where I've been at. I didn't really record it because I kind of started to do it at my buddy's shop, and then I ran out of time really fast. But anyways, I'm back on jack stands on the ground at 1 a.m. making it better. So this side's great. This side was the bad side, ironically. This side was the good side, and now this side's the bad side. Funny how that works, but either way, it sounds way quieter from a driver's perspective, which is cool in a way. Like, it's nice as a driver, but it also, like, my car just doesn't feel that cool. It looks like my sway bar has moved. Oh, well, that's pretty sick. Time for new bushings. Anyways, just more and more discoveries. I swear I fucking break the Corvette more than I break the DSM. So I don't even break the DSM. I'm constantly working. I have some hours into the Corvette this year. To be fair though, I have been driving on the track, where the DSM basically gets driven like once or twice a month, and I just beat the shit out of it on the road. That was probably a street bike or something. I don't know. People do flybys all fucking night around here. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna finish tying this up. I'm gonna double zip tie here, double zip tie to the trans, and then just zip tie them together to kind of help pull the exhaust up a 1/4 inch or whatever, and then I'll get these all settled and make it all nice and good. And then I'll continue the video tomorrow, and we'll do some sound clips, and maybe if I get a second person, I'll do some flybys or some drifting or something. So it is Thursday morning, 1 a.m. Thursday. Probably gonna take off work tomorrow to load the car up. Well, tomorrow isn't Friday, so actually tomorrow, but not the next day. Anyways, I'm gonna load the car up and head out Friday. So tomorrow I gotta go pick up a truck and maybe a trailer, go shopping, get a bunch of camping shit, load all my tires, my pit bike, my spare parts, my tools, everything really that I could think of. And yeah, dude, adventures on Friday. I'm gonna be sick on Friday. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun weekend. Hopefully everything like goes good. Hopefully the car survives. I get lots of laps. Tires last. The next mod I was supposed to give you guys was a seat. So, lo and behold, guess I can show you the seat now. I might as well just make this one video since I cut loose on the exhaust content. NRG, if you can already see, sent me a freaking purple one, dude. Purple Alcantara Prisma, which I promise you I ordered a black one, and this shows up in the mail, and I was like, bro, But honestly, the purple goes kind of hard, so I ain't even mad. And it vibes with the HKS wheel and hub, and purple's not the worst color to go with silver. So I'm gonna rock it, because I messaged them, and I basically got a partial refund for keeping the wrong one, because I wanted it, or I needed it for this event. So they wanted me to send this back. Once they received it, give me a refund, then buy a new one, then ship it here. That wasn't gonna happen in 10 days. All right, so we're gonna go with the FDF bracket. And here it is. Super nice billet piece, but it takes a little bit of modification. So basically, these are the stock studs, front and back, and this sits obviously way high, right? I don't know if you can tell. It's way above the studs. So pretty much the way this works is you get like these adapters, spacer adapters. So you're gonna screw this top nut, if I can do this one-handed. This top nut is for the new nut that goes through the new bracket, like that. The spacer screws down on the stock stud. You tighten that, it's like that, and the bracket sits onto that. However, the carpet gets in the way. So with this bracket, you basically got to cut out the carpet, at least for this piece. It's good for everything else, so I'll probably size this up here and then pretty much cut out a full friggin' strip of this. So it's kind of a full send, full commitment. And then the brackets comes with, like, these are solid steel, so it's all pretty good. And then obviously I told you I have the Prisma, so that fits in. It'll look, the purple looks crazy on camera, but it actually matches the wheel pretty good too with the HKS stuff, so I'm not mad about it being fucked up. But that'll be good. Hopefully I get it all in and mounted and seated the way I like it tonight.
Oh, fuck. Nasty. I'm about to go.
Don't get aviation friends, they're all fucking tweakers. POV. It's 6:30 in the morning. We stayed up all night. This seat was a pain in the ass. As I was saying before my GoPro battery died, pain in the ass, but it worked. We're in. We have it installed. Check this out. We got boom HKS with the titanium, with the perp, followed up by the perp and the blue, and it all kind of works, to be honest. Not to mention the stitching. Got that blue, green, pink, red, whatever, perp, whatever you want to call it. I still have a bunch of tools in here. I'm tweaking. It's 6:30 in the morning, and yeah, dude, we finally got the seat in here. I guess I might as well sit in it for you guys. We are good. It's good. I went with the large, and to be honest, I've lost 20 pounds in like the last 3 or 4 months, so unfortunately I'm kind of small for this. Maybe I need to start being fat again, but regardless, it holds me, especially like the upper body, way better than that, which is all that matters. It should absolutely help improve my driving. In worst case scenario, I pull the pads out and I'll sit lower in the bucket, which will essentially give me more like side constraint, if that's the right word for it, which will make it better to drive. So yeah, I mean, car's pretty much good. Pretty much have everything for your average start drifting a Corvette. So I actually put my grippy boys on here. They're really not that big. They're only 285s. Wide body cars run like 335s, but they're pretty grippy. At least they were before. I have 0 traction control now, so we'll see how grippy they are. I guess I never knew how much timing the car pulled before. But we'll see. I haven't driven them on these before. I've only driven them on the little pussy ass fucking drift tires. So yeah, if they drive good on these, cool. The event is gonna be like half time attack, half drift. Some of the drift guys are like, oh, we just drift the whole thing anyways. So maybe I'll just try to drift. But I do kind of want to do a time attack. That's nice little cold start at 6:30 a.m. My neighbors love me. They absolutely hate me. But I don't know. They never said nothing. I'm pretty new. They never said hi or goodbye. So anyways, finally got a bucket seat. Finally got a full exhaust. Got a bucket seat. Got a steering wheel. Got coilovers. Alright, we are making a pit stop because I want to get some pictures because this view is pretty freaking sick. I don't know what perception you guys are going to have on this. Those mountains are like cool, alright. And then this valley, you can probably see 150, 200 miles. And then the mountain range behind it. There's a glacier up back there. There's mosquitoes out. Just look at this, dude. This area is sick. So yeah, gonna take some pictures and go back on the road. I'm like maybe halfway there. I got about 3.5 hours left out of like 6, so almost. Well guys, I made it to Tanacross. It's pretty sick out here. Cars over there, cars working fine for now. So everybody's lined up to go do some runs. But unfortunately, I'm cooked. I went down hard on the pitter last night. Look at that folded brackets. It's all crooked. I went down pretty hard. I pretty much can't even pick up my arm right now. So I tried to drive and I just literally couldn't. So unfortunately, my dumb ass ruined my weekend for myself. So just gonna go ahead and probably wrap up the video with some ride-alongs and maybe some external footage and give you guys I guess a little bit of what we got here for a drift scene, and then yeah, we'll wrap up the video. It's a nice day, it's beautiful out here, and I guess I'm just here to hang out for the rest of the weekend. Unfortunately, I don't know, maybe if I'm lucky my arm will decide to work tomorrow, but usually the second day of a boo-boo it's even more stiff, so probably not. But regardless, I'm gonna go get some ride-alongs, get some cool content for you guys and for the drivers and stuff, and yeah, like I said, show you around and then we'll wrap up the video. swap 240. Got a fresh set of wheels on, ready for the morning. Since we drifted late tonight, the track's still set up, so we're gonna drift early and then do time trials later. But let's take a gander at this sunset, which the sun's still pretty high, so honestly it's gonna be setting for like the next 3 hours or so. But solid day to finish off, and hopefully the car survives. Hopefully I survive, because I'm about to rip the pitter for like 2 or 3 days.